Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome for the very first time to Nimbatus with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to what was most likely an absolute butchering of the game's name, but since I can't find the name anywhere else and no one has pronounced it for me, that was poor Lathrix's best attempt. Now, this may be one of the earliest games I have ever actually covered on the channel in terms of how early access it is. It's currently in version 0.2 pre-alpha, and the Kickstarter is starting on the 2nd of November. So this is even before the Kickstarter, it is super early access, and honestly, it looks like a game I am going to love if it lives up to the potential. This game is very similar to things like Reassembly in its style, with a lot of unique building elements which I really love the look of. This is also from the creators of the people who brought us Niche, a genetic survival game, so a little bit on the odd side there. So let's go ahead, start the game, and see just how the game actually is. And for full disclosure, this game was given to me for free by the developers, as you can't currently get it any other way. So, start game. There will be a link though to their website in the description where you can get access to a game demo after the Kickstarter is fully released, when this video should be released as well, so there is that. Start new game. Now, I haven't really played much of the game. I've played only a few moments just to make sure the game actually worked and I could record it, so expect me to get a lot of things wrong early on. So to begin with, let's go ahead to our first planet. We want to scrap it for resources, destroy the hives which live there by default, the poor native inhabitants, and we wish to destroy the transmitter, which will allow us to explore nearby locations. Here's the planet size, here's the amount of resources, which is only low, the gravitational pull is normal, air resistance is normal, and the risk level is low. Let's create a brand new drone. Now, when it comes down to it, one big thing which I love about this game is it looks really simple, but actually, you can make some really complex things here. The reason is, if we continue onwards, we will see here, we can combine sensors and logic parts. If we look at down here in a moment, there are actually logic gates in this game to create autonomous drones, which you yourself don't have to control. Now, to begin with in this video, we're just going to be building really simple. If you guys like the game, I will cover it more before its full release, but otherwise, we'll just see the more simple aspects in action. Make sure to add batteries and fuel tanks, I will remember to do that, and don't overlap parts, that is bad. Okay, you can copy and paste, all the usual stuff. Is there a mirror mode? Didn't look like it. Okay, basic drone shape, make sure to change the keys, I will try to remember that. Autonomously evading drone. Oh, I wonder what those two are then, those two with the red line. I imagine that's one of the logic parts they were talking about. The distance sensor, okay, so I guess that can work with things, so it will automatically dodge. On their Twitter, they did show a rocket they created using one of the hinges, I believe, one of the decouplers, there we are, which would allow the rocket to be dropped, which would then land all by itself, which is really cool, because it means you can make drones within drones, which I just think sounds quite awesome. Oh, can you actually have more drones? Drone brain, release drones. Okay, so yeah, you can make them from here. Interesting. Once again, very new to the game, just exploring it whilst I'm between videos. And I'm really hoping it lives up to the hype I have in my head. Okay, so let's just add some fuel tanks to begin with. Sure, why not? Now, these don't refill by themselves, do they? No, but these do. Okay. This one refuels the most, but has almost no fuel in it. This one has loads of fuel, but doesn't refill at all. So why don't we go with a bit of a half measure and have you there, and then you there. Sure. That seems reasonable to me. Then we can add some thrusters to the back. Let's add some main thrusters to begin with. There we are. And you are all W by default, so then we can add one there, which will be... if we're going that way, I would think D would be a good default. Then one here, which I suppose I could have as A. Thank you. Okay. That makes sense. So that's set up. I imagine this first build's going to just die horribly. Oh look, energy shields. That's cool. Fast recharge batteries, large batteries, and solar panels. Ooh. Let's just have some of the fast ones first. You can go there, you can go there. I didn't see a mirror mode. I have been pressing hotkeys, which don't seem to be doing anything. I am potentially wrong, though, still. And then let's add some backwards thrusters, just in case we end up hitting something, which, knowing me, I will. There we are. And you can be S. And you know what? So can you. Can we put multiple hotkeys to one thing? It doesn't look like we can. That's a shame. And then I suppose just weapons left to add. So we have the EMP flamethrower, the EMP spark thrower, the bullet sniper, the plasma rocket sniper, that's interesting, rocket gun tower, short beam laser, bullet gun tower, and then spikes and saw blades. How about we go with... Bioflame. Where are you? Sorry, EMP flamethrower. Oh, I thought you said bio. Okay, I clearly read that wrong because of the one down here. I like flamethrowers. Let's go with flamethrowers. And one there as well. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got flamethrowers on the front. And then let's add a couple of the rockets, because they sound cool and I like rockets. Beam laser, rocket gun tower, so you. That'll be okay, right? And you can be second mouse button. I think that worked. I think this will work as well. Okay, so... that should work, right? Let's find out. Oh, test flight, that's better. Yeah, take that. Oh! The rockets follow your mouse! Oh, that is cool! Oh, I like that. Back. Oh, bad, bad, bad. I wonder if there's a way to auto-fire using the logic gates. I bet there is. So the flamethrower only goes in the direction you're facing. Got ya, or at least they're facing, I should say. You know what? I love this style. I really love this style. Okay. I love this game already. Yep, save you. Let's launch it then. Let's see how it does against the planet. I'm hoping the flamethrower will hurt the dirt. I don't think it will. Ah, friends! Stop wasting energy like that. Hello, trees! Is that a hive? Okay, I think I found a hive. Oh, Lord, there's too many things. Hello, hive. Ow. Okay, we killed a hive, I think. Yeah, we did. Top left. Oh, what happened there? I don't know what's happened. Ow, bad. Well, we're burning through the dirt at least. Ow. Okay, just being hit really messes you up. Running out of fuel. Okay, so you can't recharge into the non-rechargeable fuel. That makes sense. I thought it would, like, spill out. Spill out. Taste the light! Ow. Okay. Could have went better. Could have gone worse. So what would I need to do to make that better? Lots of things, I think. I wish I could spin faster. That'd have been cool. Just doing like a ball of flame. I wonder what the spark thrower's like. Let's replace one of these with the spark thrower. Let's go into test flight. Oh, look at that! But yeah, what I need is point defense. Like, seriously, there's so many little guys. It's hard to keep up with these missiles. Plus, I am actually running out of energy. Also, turning really sucks in this thing. I'm tempted to add a couple of thrusters sideways. like that. Just to aid with turning. So that would help out going that way. So that would be D. So that would be D, thank you. Flippy, 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 flippy. And you can be A. Test flight. Well, it definitely works. Is it really that great? Yeah, it definitely helps. Face the wrath of the swarm. Then if this was the ground, I could just be melting it like this and using the other thrusters to keep myself stable. Okay. I feel like just trying again, as we are. I'm just seeing if I can do better with more control, then making some changes. I feel like that's probably the best. So let's see then. Distance sensor. The problem is, do you think the distance sensor will work against enemies? Because I don't think it will. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it will. So, if I had a button. Hey, button. Then I had the distance sensor, like here. Oh, it does work. So then, how do I connect them both? That's my question. Let's go to the question mark again. Combine sensors and logic parts to create autonomous drones. Okay, so let's say I have a if gate. Activate the output if the input key is pressed. So I assume you would work with that, which would activate this. Okay, I need to get my head around that, it seems. One more test with this, then I'll spend a few minutes actually reading that properly and doing a proper test. How about that? Let's try this again, shall we? Just keep the missiles clearing the path. There we go. Say goodbye to your swarm. Goodbye, Hive. Now I'm out of energy. Well, that's actually clear. Clearly last time I was a bit too hasty and just kept on running, which didn't really help. There we are, making ourselves a little burrow. So resources would be underneath there, okay. Go away. I love these missiles. Can I kill that tower? Ooh, gems. Ah, bad. Was that from harvesting? I wasn't looking at the number. There it is, that's what I was after, the next hive. Done. Still, better than the first time. Getting the hang of it. Need to do a better drone. Okay, so after a little bit of messing around, how the distance sensors work is essentially anything attached to them will automatically be activated. Now the problem with the weapons is that when that's activated, it still aims where your mouse is in the way of things like the bullet gun towers. So I suppose we need something which is stationary. Let's say, like this guy here. There we are. And you as well. And let's just test flight that to see if that works. Hello there. I am not pressing any buttons other than ow, my control. Ow, ow. Ow. There we go, look, the laser works. So I could use that to, for instance, protect my backside. If there's anything behind me, the lasers would auto fire, otherwise they'd just stay not being used. Just as a very basic example, still obviously not using any of the logic towers, which, yeah. So with this then, yes, so with this, essentially, is you could have it, so let's just make sure this works. So let's say now that's pressing 1. When that's active, 1 is being pressed. An if gate, the most simple you can get. If 1, then activate. Activate 2, let's say. And you there are going to be 2. Right? Let's find out. Hello, enemy. Will that work? Yes, it will. So, of course, then you could have it with the distance. Is there something in the way? Then activate these thrusters. Okay, so that's the really, really basics. I mean, that is like child's play level. That's basically my level of understanding. Then you can go with things like this, with the AND gate, which is still pretty simple, the NOT gate, which is still pretty simple, but then you could start combining them. Yeah. Provides wireless connection to the main part, and stuff like that, the logic splitters. Actually, yeah, these are actually all things I know of. So, I do understand these, but you could combine them and make something really, really stupidly complex. If you're not me, which is the thing. I assume the fuel tanks have been exploding as well, so I think for a final test, let's go ahead and use a weapon we haven't used. Let's use the rocket snipers. What are the rocket snipers like, I wonder? Let's get rid of you. And then let's say hello to these. Plasma munition, rocket, cluster bullets. I think weapons can clip through each other. Good, they can. Oh, they bounce! So very similar to the missiles, but they bounce! Cool. Not really all that interesting. Cool, but not something I'm particularly interested in right now. So the final thing then, really, is just the bullet guns. Just do that. Save and exit. No, not save and exit. I keep doing that. Test flight. Yep, just regular bullets, not homing. I must say, I adore the missiles. Aha! I knew this was the case. Okay, so I've just restarted the game and made a new save. And as you can see, there are changes to how you get weapons. Here we have the plasma flamethrower and the bio spark thrower. We then have the bio bullet sniper and the bio bullet sniper. Wait, what? Did I already get her twice? Seems like I did. That's weird, isn't it? So clearly, there are some early variations of weapons, and it's randomized when you first start the game. Let's go back. And go back to our old save. Back, 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 back. Yep, that's one we just were playing on. Select our drone, and as you can see, we have the different loadout. Okay, so I wonder if there's any new weapons we can unlock already, at least weapon types. That would be interesting. Well, we didn't get the rocket sniper last time, so maybe there is things we simply don't have yet. Now, what we really need to do, though, is armor up this craft. I mean, right now it's just ridiculous. We also have these little energy shields, so how about we do this? You can go bye-bye, you can go here. Activate add key. Does that mean it's active by default, or? Let's just make it something simple. It's Q for now. Q and Q. Test flight. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow, it drains power so quickly, though. Takes time to get online as well. I think the rockets are by far my favourite weapon so far. The little homing ones. Aha! I am immortal! Yeah, what are you gonna do about that, mate? Yeah, run from the shiny god! Oh no, bad! Bad, the shiny god is hurt! My hubris! Boom! There you go, self-destruct. How about that? Very cool. Oh. Well, maybe we should have figured that out before. That's what happens when you release your drones. I mistook that for something else, didn't I? Do you guys fight, or... Protect your mother! You guys are useless at this! What is your purpose? What do you guys even do? Were you in the question thing? Doesn't actually explain what you guys are. That's interesting. Still, though, we could use the decouplers and stuff for something interesting, but for now... let's try and finish off the mission. Let's upgrade the craft a bit of armor, and then let's try and finish off the mission, or at least get a bit further. I am running out of time right now, but let's see what we can do. Just a weird editing correction here. In a moment, I am going to claim that there's a single health pool to your boss, and you don't lose parts as you take damage. Lathrix is very wrong here. You do indeed take damage and lose parts. I find this out multiple times after making this claim. Just to clear up some confusion. One thing I've realised as well, which is hard to tell before because of how small the craft was, is that clearly there isn't currently modular destruction. I don't know if that will happen in the future, but right now the drone doesn't break apart into separate parts, you simply have a single health pool. It took me a little bit too long to notice that, I've got to admit, but still. Now we do know that, we don't really need to place the blocks in this way, it just looks so much better in my opinion. Maybe put those two like that. Sure, why not? Okay, a lot more fuel this time, a lot more power. We have shielding pretty much everywhere. Will that cover the very front? Just about. Doom lasers! You also need to be connected to the others, okay. I've also noticed that there's a type of hinge, the motorized hinge and the free hinge. So I assume with the motorized hinge, you can probably make quite interesting weapons using things like the saw blade and the spikes. So that is definitely something which needs to be looked into for the future, if I do indeed come back to the game. So what should I fill this with now? Could just fill it with more weaponry, nothing wrong with that. Or we could just add more power so that we can keep the shields on for as long as possible. A lot of the basic recharges. Now here's the thing. Is that right, or should I use a solar panel instead? So, 500 health, 2000 health, so it's exactly the same amount of health per tile. Mass is 0 points, that's the same. Energy capacity 50, 25. Wait, what? Recharge 25. Okay, so this will have 5 more recharge per second for the full 4. However, it has only 1/2 of a single one of these. So really, I'd imagine the fast recharge battery is a better medium. Then the large batteries have more energy capacity by quite a long shot, but they're much worse recharge. All the power. Let's just go with that. We could probably make it better, but let's just do this. Let's see if we can finish off the missions. And here we go once more. Hello there! And here is the first one of these. Let's just use my mouse to kill off the swarm itself, and then the hive can be focused on by the doom lasers. There we go. Still almost out of power, but I imagine I've taken way less damage this time. I wish there was some kind of damage meter. Come on, I'm trying to charge back up here. So I was going so high just for a bit of protection. Okay, there we go. Second one down. Oh, shield up. Third one. Shields down, just because there's not too many enemies this time. It doesn't seem like you charge when you're attacking, even if you do have more energy per second than you're using up. At least I don't think so. We'll have to do a bit more testing properly for that. Here's a problem with how I built my craft. There we go. A bit of destruction is all that's needed. So let's test it out then. No, you do recharge. Okay, good. I'm very glad I was wrong about that. Hello. Transmitting tower, I assume. Also a hive. Last hive, in fact. Go missiles. So. Anything else we should be doing other than destroying the Earth? I should have built more thrusters. Slower. Also, the lasers would have done better at being all the way along the front, making this a little bit more... Oh, did we reach the core? That's really messing me up. Hello. So how's gravity now? Am I going to reach the center of gravity again, and then it's going to bounce around? Oh, I'm slowing down. We have reached the center. We need to go all the way through. Oh, so close. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, yeah. Is there anything else we should actually be attacking here? So what is that resource gauge on the top then? I imagine a lot of stuff isn't implemented properly yet. But I haven't seen anything which I would actually consider a resource. Hello, hive. Oh, bad. Shields on. Goodbye to you soon. Let's just keep on exploring. I'm having a lot of fun right now. Hello. You just killed one of my missiles. Oh, that just melts through the earth. Is this where I went into the earth? It looks like it might be. So, is that it? Have I killed everything? I should have had like side lasers. Could easily just melt everything by doing this. Okay. Your reward, Plasma Rocket Sniper. Yay! So is there any other planets I can go to now? Yes, there is! There's the arena. If we go to this one, let's have a look at the stats. Low risk level, gravity high, okay. So I assume that eventually we'll actually get resources to spend. But for now, I am all out of time. But if you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that this is a game you would like to see continued in the future as it gets more developed. There is plenty more to do, and I may have a quick mess around with some of the more complex designs even now, if that's what you guys would like to see, but that all depends on if that's what you would all like to see. So thank you for your time. In the description there is a link to their Kickstarter and to their website, which there should be a demo available at the time of this video being posted. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. And I just knocked over a glass of water. Go me! Now before I go, I should really check out the other game modes very briefly. So we have the sumo training area, in which you need a drone to be able to pilot itself, be 50 or less in diameter and have no weapons, because they're going to bounce each other out of the sumo ring. Sadly, we don't really have that right now, and I don't have the time to check it out, but either way, an interesting addition this early on into the game. The scrapyard, let's have a quick look-see at this, which will allow me to sell weapons for cash. Okay. Still don't really know what the cash is used for right now, but good to know I do indeed have some. Goodbye to that weapon we literally just unlocked. And then we have the battle arena, which I believe is sort of like survive waves. Yes, it is. And look, high scores and stuff. How cool. So let's just go ahead of our guy and have a quick go. 50 or less drone parts. We apparently haven't got that, so let's have a quick look-see. Oh, we're a little bit off. Let's just remove all the health increasing stuff, so goodbye to all the blocks. There we go. I don't really need you two. And let's remove one thruster. There we go. This is going to be so darn slow, but fine. Launch. 3, 2, 1. God, we're slow now. Hello! This is my corner. No one's allowed into my corner. Honestly, this doesn't seem like too bad a tactic. Anchor yourself well and build a bot that can actually do it a bit better than mine, with more weapons that aren't quite so short range, and just try to survive like this. Stop coming from alternating sides, it's really annoying for my missiles. Wave 2. I am a coward. This is my coward's corner. Wow, the solar panel, ooh, recharged so fast. Oh, so we are modular in destruction. Well, we learned something again. Oh, I don't know what's happening to my bot. I didn't see modular destruction up until this point. I even tested it. I actually tested that in the regular world, and I swear I didn't... Ooh. Plasma rocket shotgun. Well, that's cool. They're heat-seeking, though, so you don't have to actually control them. Maybe that'd be better. Well, you know what? Let's have a quick look-see. I swear, when I tested out on the planet, it wasn't modular. And again, there's no info currently online for me to actually go off. Oy. Well, anyways, edit. So, don't really care about you guys. New weapon. You. I'm guessing that is overlapping. Can that go on? Just about. Okay. Let's do that. I am so out of time for today's recording, I really am, but let's just find out. Oh my god! Okay, something's gone wrong with that craft straight away. Bad. Bad. What's going on? Help! What's clipping? It's when there's too much recoil. Is it because of the lack of blocks? Because these were, I suppose, holding things together before, but I didn't think it was that bad. It so is. Huh. So this is what the drones are for. Okay. After getting the whole modular destruction thing incorrect earlier, I figured I better at least check this out. So, this is how we get the resource, using these lovely little drones to harvest the green rock on certain planets. I've also proven that yes, you can have parts of you be destroyed by the enemies on the planets. What must have happened was just when I was doing the test, I must have just made something incredibly vulnerable or something was explosive, one of the two. So either the drone just instantly died, so there wasn't anything to break, or it was a chain reaction. Either way, this has been my first look. I wish it could have been a bit neater, but sadly I am going back to England for the weekend, as my cousin has had her first baby over the week, so I'm going to visit, which should be all lovely and nice and warm and fuzzy and all that good stuff. So I am in a bit of a rush, and I really wanted to cover this as soon as possible. So if you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that games like this are games you wish to see continued in the future. And if you'd like me to cover it in the future as the game gets more and more developed, and if I just want to test out some of the more complex elements, then please tell me in the comments. It really is the easiest way to tell me. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Yummy, yummy green.